As people, and more specifically as Black men, we have been taught and fed a lot of lies that have impacted the way that we think of ourselves, think of our community, think of the world around us, and think of our people as a whole. And that, includes men and women. And the thing is, a lot of these lies, a lot of these things that we've been taught, there's geese flying by. I don't know if you're going to be able to hear me over the geese. But anyways, and a lot of these lies, these ideas that have been given to us, they're lies. And they mess up the way that we think about ourselves. They mess up how we believe this or that. And like I mentioned before, your belief impacts the way that you behave. And so it's important that we identify what these beliefs are, that we identify what these lies are, and that we don't believe them, that we undo them, that we root them out of our minds. In this series, I want to try to address and point out these different lies that we have believed about ourselves, especially as Black men. And the first one that I want to address is being a commodity. We have to stop believing that we're a commodity, or that everything that we create, or everything that we do has a price tag on it. And what I mean by that is not necessarily that you shouldn't charge for services that you do or anything like that. No, that's not what I mean. As Black men, we've been programmed to believe that everything about us, the only value that it has is based off of the marketplace, based off of what you can get out of it, what money is tied to it. And it's been done covertly. It really has. Like, over time, we have believed so many different things and aspects about ourselves. It's just tied to money. And so let me define or give the definition of commodity. So the first set of definitions come from the dictionary.com. An article of trade or commerce, especially a product, as distinguished from a service. Something of use, advantage, or value. Related to the stock exchange, any unprocessed or partially processed good as grain, fruits, and vegetables, or precious metals. From the British Dictionary, an article of commerce, something of use, advantage, or profit in regards to economics, an exchangeable unit of economic wealth, especially a primary product of raw material. And so the reason I say being a commodity is a lie that we have to deal with, something that we have to stop believing, is because it's been covertly and subtly placed in our minds that we are commodities through slavery and through white supremacy. So much so, it's in the legal documents of this country. I know there are people who will push back about voting rights and stuff like that. But at some point in time, and maybe for some beliefs currently, we were looked at as 3/5 of a person. We were looked at as a commodity, something to buy and sell, something to trade for, something that brings you wealth. And that same idea, that same belief has permeated this culture that we live in. It's literally everywhere and in everything. We've been convinced that particular aspects of our body, these crows, we have been convinced that particular aspects of our body is what's valuable and important about us. So it can be how strong we are, how fast we are, or even the size of our genitalia. We've also been convinced that what we can do is what makes us valuable, how much money we can make, how many women we sleep with, how many people we can hurt, or how many fights we can win. This has distilled our existence into brute beasts. It's an ideology and a lie that still exists today. It just manifests in different ways. Like, consider the school to prison pipeline. Every Black boy and Black girl that goes through the public school system is looked at as a commodity, even in the school, even in the education system. If you have students that are considered special needs, that profits the school, that benefits the school. And oftentimes, our Black boys, are labeled special needs. In these businesses, this education system takes advantage of that. Also consider what we see in athletics and sports. There have been books written about how Black men in athletics and sports, NBA, NFL, all kinds of stuff, are just used and looked at as a commodity. these crows. And that continues today. But we have adapted to it and look at it and see it as the only way that we can be profitable, the only way that we can be valuable. We have to be good at sports or even good at entertainment. I got to be a rapper, or I got to be a producer. I got to do these things and these skills. That's it. Like, again, we're just a commodity, something to be used, sold, and traded and put in the marketplace to help people gain riches and wealth. But the reality is, we're not a commodity. We're more than that. We're not something to be bought and sold and looked at as a product. Each one of us has visions, dreams, and a purpose. We were created in the image of God and are called to live in vibrant excellence for His glory and for the good of others. That's what we're designed to be men. We're image bearers of the Most High God, not just something to be bought or sold or exchanged or benefited off of. I'm ultimately saying we can't listen to lies like this anymore. We can't keep believing this stuff. These lies mess up our minds, which lead to bad beliefs that lead to bad behavior. And that's why it's important that we renew our minds and work on developing our mental health, our mental well-being, so that we can live beneficial lives. So, Black man, I'm challenging you, don't believe this lie anymore about us or our people, including our women. We are not commodities.